Right now we reach the final part of today's lesson, which is computing the cube roots. And to compute the cube roots, what we have to realize is that what we are going to find is the origin of the cube value that we have. So let's say, for example, as before, when we considered a cube value, in this case we're looking at 64, we are going to think about a cube that has a volume of 64. Now, how would I be able to determine the origin or the root of this 64 for a cube? All I simply have to do is determine what dimension my height, my width, and my length is equivalent to. And I would notice that if I have a height of 4, a width of 4, and a length of 4, I would be able to get that 64. So therefore, in this case, the cube root of my 64 will be equal to 4. It tells me that if I take 4 and raise it to the third power, which is equal to 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4, then I would be able to get my value, my cube value, which is 64. So the root, as I said, for this 64, the cube root of this 64 will be equal to the value of 4. Now, as I said previously, there are such things as perfect squares. You also have things such as perfect cubes, and these are values where when you find the cube root of the value, you would be able to get a whole number. So for example, in the cube root value 8, I can think of a cube that has a volume 8. How would I be able to get that volume 8? I would have dimensions 2 by 2 by 2 to be able to get that 8. Now, previously I said that you need a calculator to be able to determine square roots of numbers that are not perfect, and now you are going to have to find the cube roots of numbers that are not perfect. For example, if I find the cube root of 6, that value will not be perfect, so I have to use a calculator to determine this value. And the symbol that you're looking for on your calculator is supposed to be a simple little X with a root symbol here, and that is what the button would look like. So if I have to write the cube root of, let's say, 8, I would first press the 3-digit, then that symbol, then I would put in the value of 8, and when I press the equal sign, it should tell me the answer of 2.